Finally, episode 74 came out, and it was the most legendary, the craziest, and the most epic episode of all time. Not gonna lie, at some points I got goosebumps. And most of our theories turned out to be only theories. And Boom, as always, managed to surprise us with a crazy and not predictable plot. But still, some of my theories did come true, and in this video, you will find out which ones. Honestly, there was so many events that I literally don't know where to start. But in this video, we will try to find out whether Titan Cameraman survived or not. Who are these elite guys and what are their goals? Who is G-Man really is and what secret he is hiding? What project are these guys working on? And many other important details. I'll also show you where Simp Cameraman was in this episode, and also for the first time in the entire show, Boom made a reference to another SKIBIDI universe, and I'm going to show you that as well. The analysis will be fire and detailed, so make sure you stay to the end so you don't miss anything. Hello friends, you're on the Dattebayo channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the like button under the video to speed up the release of the next video. And let's go. At the beginning of the episode, we see a new kind of cameraman, and it looks like this cameraman or an engineer or he's from some kind of spy squad. And then we are shown Daddy TV Man in all his glory. And bro looks very brutal, and he also got my attention. And from the details, he has 2 small speakers on his sides and 2 sharp blades on his hands. And I already mentioned in one of my videos that it looks like a reference to the character Cars from the anime JoJo. And I know that Boom loves this anime, and TV Men is very similar to this character. And then the engineer handed the camera to Daddy as the agents are now trying to infiltrate this lab. It's also the first time in the series that we've seen flying cameras with little guns. And now I'm thinking it's the engineer and he's well prepared to get in here. And then Daddy says, let's go. And he shows some kind of crazy ability, as bro literally walks through the wall. And I've seen this ability in a movie somewhere. And he's moving in black smoke because before he went through the wall, the smoke started to appear as if he was using a teleporter. But he's actually moving in the smoke, and it looks like he's not visible at this time because the toilets didn't notice him at first. Blood is freaking powerful and I love it. But to be honest, now I'm more convinced that this dude might be working for a secret agent, because cameramen who work for a secret agent can also become invisible. And also when he went through the wall, we saw the camera start to blink, and we heard sounds of freezing. And remember the moment when Plungerman saw the twins, his camera also started to blink for a second and a white light appeared. These are just my theories, but I think that this daddy could be a double agent. But actually now I'm going to show you something crazy, and I doubt anyone noticed it. I may be crazy, but if we slow down at this point, we can see the silhouette of a secret agent. I'm not 100% sure. And it may look like we're just seeing a hallway, but I can actually see the secret agent's glasses. But actually there's something even more interesting because after a second, we can see the silhouette of some dude. Guys, I don't know who it is, but I'm sure he's there, and I think it's the cameraman in the red shirt because we can see his pants. It's a damn important detail, but so far I have no idea what he's doing here. But if it turns out to be a secret agent in this frame, the other dude is definitely the red shirt cameraman. But we can only find out the truth together, so drop your theories in the comments. And as soon as Daddy came out of invisibility, the toilets noticed him right away. But bro turned up his speakers so loud that my ears almost bled. And I can't even imagine how those guys felt. And he also turned on the purple glow that can take control of the enemy, and he ordered them to protect him. And the dudes moved forward, and bro used his trick of going through the wall again, and one of the scientists got in his way. But what bro would do in a second shocked even me. Because in front of your eyes, the dude literally did a 300 IQ move. Because with his right hand, he opened the teleporter, and with his other hand, he redirected the laser back to the mutant. And I'm not gonna lie, Daddy is real Sigma. But bro makes me simping, because he never ceases to amaze me and uses a teleporter to take the scientist's head, so he can use the head to open the doors to his guards. And the guys successfully destroy their brothers. And at the same time, Daddy turned on Nitro and quickly got to another lock to open the doors to his squad. And then he found the room where the wounded captive agents were and told them to get out of there. And then he thanked the guard for a good job. But all of a sudden the dude came to his senses, but in a millisecond Daddy killed him and headed for another door. And when he opened the door, we saw something crazy, as we saw a number of people going crazy over a SKIBIDI song that was playing on an old record player. But he destroyed the player with his little lasers and people tried to attack him. But it took him one hit to smash one zombie. Also note that in the corner we can see a computer monitor. And I've already said many times that Boom pays attention to computers. And while I was writing the script, the guys managed to better process the image with the character from the beginning of the episode. And now look carefully. Who the hell is that? Guys, I'm not sure, but it looks like it's a computer man. And if it's true, we're in for some crazy events. In fact, it could be a TV man, but I still think it is a computer man. Because recently computers have been absolutely everywhere. Or is it Microwave Man? Guys, maybe Boom wasn't kidding about the kitchen squad, and maybe it's really Microwave Man. But still write your theories in the comments. And after Daddy knocked out one of the zombies, he said their brains were rotten and told them to burn it all down. And then they show us the first big moment of the episode. And look at this dude as he accidentally dropped the TV woman's picture. And I think you can guess who he is. Yes, friends, it's Simp Cameraman, and it turns out he was rescued off screen. He also was in this room, but I thought I'd show you the TV woman's picture to make sure. But Boom said we'll see him in other episodes, and I think he has an important role to play. And the bro tried to reach for her again. And I think that Blood Elite cameraman was sweating at this point. But to his delight, the simp stayed a simp. And then we see something crazy, because on the poster we see a model of Titan. And I think that now I can confirm that our favorite G-toilet will become a Titan, because these are his body parts. And on top we see the turbines that he used in episode 73 to escape. And also there are words in Skibidi language. But they don't really mean anything, and it's just a Skibidi song. Also on the table we can see a reference to the multiverse from Dom Studio in the form of characters. Drillmen, pencilmen, and clockmen. But the bro literally threw them off the table. And I do not know how to comment on it, so let's move on. But now comes my favorite moment, as we see a strange poster of our G-toilet. But here he looks a little different. And I think my theory that bro was an Astro commander is confirmed. And the Astro dude didn't just call him commander like nothing, because bro was literally the coolest dude in the army of Astro toilets. And I suspect that he had some kind of mission before on this planet, but then he somehow became friends with a scientist, and he wanted to give up the power of the Astro toilets, and the scientist helped him convert it to a regular toilet. Or maybe it's a different G-man from the multiverse, and the G-man we know was made in his likeness. But it's more likely that it's Uncle Jimmy in the past. And the ironclad fact that it's true is that Astro Claw called him commander, and that he's going to punish him because Bro G-man betrayed the Astro toilets. We don't know the reasons for this yet, but I already mentioned that it might be related to this contract, and the Astro toilets made some kind of deal with the toilets, but they didn't trust the scientist. And they sent G-man to control the scientist or kill him. But G-man decided to side with the scientist for some reason. These are just theories, but so far I don't see any other options, but of course maybe I'm missing something, but I think that in the new video, we will try to find out what is going on. But for now, let's move on. Then Daddy told the agents to mind their own business, and Bro teleported to his base where the scientists were working on a new project. And it seems to me that this thing they are working on is similar to the project the humans in episode 73 were working on. We were not shown exactly what they are working on, but maybe the TV men are working on the same project, or maybe it's just their new technology to improve the Titan TV men, since it's the main combat unit. And Daddy gave him a Jimmy poster to look at, but the scientist wasn't happy that Daddy was filming it, because TV men like privacy. So Bro asked him to turn the camera off, and then we went to another location. And now notice the number of this cameraman, and it's number 1247, and it's the same cameraman that was in episode 56. And the Bro was lucky to survive that episode. Then we see the troops of agents and Titans, and TV Man says that he found them, and that he's going to connect to the cameraman so we can see what's going on in there. And then we see the same scene from the shorts video as the engineers are repairing the poor DJ as it looks like he got hurt in episode 72. And notice that he's eating a lot as he's gotten huge, although he used to be a little bigger than the engineer, and now he's almost as huge as Jimmy. But maybe he hasn't changed, and it's just this angle, and from a different angle he wouldn't be as huge. Then we see all the elite squad gathered together and guys do a firm handshake, and that's when the main boss arrives. And notice that his core doesn't glow. And as I mentioned before, he tries to save energy. And I think he's ordered the toilets to get out of here, and he's also preparing to become a Titan. And we already know what he's going to look like from this poster. Then our spy was spotted, but Bro tried to escape, but Rizzy Toilet was too fast and was already waiting for him. And then there was a screamer from FNAF and the recording cut out. And the TV man said that they are weak now and it's the perfect time to attack. And the cameraman agreed with that. And even the barely breathing speaker man wanted to fight as well. But the TV man said that the guys should rest and they will go home. And God, I wish they would go home. But unfortunately, you know how it ends. Anyway, the speaker man showed his new hairstyle of a 50-year-old grandpa. And the other speaker men started to do their favorite dance. But the grandpa decided to keep up and also started to dance. And the TV man showed a happy emoticon and wanted to go to the toilets to end this war. But suddenly there was a scientist who stopped him and said that he would not kill Jimmy and took him to the base. But Bro almost exploded when he heard this nonsense. And I understand him because G-Man killed thousands of agents and caused a lot of problems, and TV men cannot wait to finish him. But the scientist convinced him and said that they need to get the full picture before it was too late. But something terrible happened, because the cameramen who were watching the other squad started to lose contact, and it turned out that they were attacked by Astro toilets. And there is total chaos, as the army of Astro toilets destroys absolutely everything in its path. From above, we see a huge Astro toilet with a core, as well as in the sky fly a lot of fighter jets. And it wasn't even 5 seconds before one Astro toilet could find our cameraman. And pay attention to this dude, we didn't see him shoot the cameraman, but Bro died in 1 second. And I think he killed Cameraman with the help of some sound wave. And I suspect that these guys send some kind of signal that cameramen cannot withstand. Or is that sound on some frequency that's lethal to agents? Honestly, I have no idea what it is. But the Astro toilet's technology is on a different level than the agents, and I don't even know how to beat these guys. And after these events for the first time in the whole show, I saw how TV Man was shocked by it. And I think I even felt his fear, because the bro leaned back a little and realized that something terrible was about to happen. And a second later, UFO toilet appeared, which immediately began to attack. But luckily, Cameraman was able to stop that energy ball and bring it back. And look at the smile on this dude's face. Even when I watched the episode, I knew he was up to something, and that something terrible was about to happen, and then he laughed and flew away. And the other Astro toilets started appearing one after the other. And I'll be honest with you, nobody expected this. Look at these dudes. One more powerful than the other. But it wasn't the end because the main gym boss showed up. And this dude is intimidating because he's so damn big, and you'll see later how big he is. And his energy is so powerful it's causing interference with the cameramen who are looking at him. And I think this dude is stronger than the Titan TV man. And honestly, under the current conditions, even if the Titans weren't injured, I doubt they could beat these dudes. And I think that Titans urgently need some new technologies because at this stage they cannot do anything, and the war will be lost. But do not be upset because I have a rough idea of what they will do. Then we were shown a dude who cosplay Optimus Prime because bro has the same helmet as Optimus Prime. And bro almost killed POV Cameraman. But then we see Titan Cameraman completely on fire who is showing thumbs up. Also to the left we can see Astro Boss who is preparing to finish everyone off. But Cameraman realized that the situation is critical. And bro literally sacrificed himself to give the other Titans a chance to escape from here. And at this point we can notice how huge this toilet is. Damn, this dude is about 3 or 4 times bigger than Cameraman, and tell me how to defeat this guy? Of course, size is not important, but this dude is definitely very dangerous, and no one can stop him now. And then we saw a very sad moment for me, as Speakerman tried to help Cameraman to fight, but TV Man realized that now they have no chance against Astro toilets. And TV Man said that he cannot lose both of them, and he took Speakerman with him. And some agents also managed to escape who managed to enter the black smoke, but still most of the agents were killed. And at the end we saw UFO toilet, and that was the end of the episode. And now let's talk about some important details. Most people think that the cameraman is dead, but actually I think that there is a chance that he survived. And probably many of you noticed this green glow on the cameraman's body, and I think that the secret agent is definitely involved and he tried to save him. And I think that the secret agent may have made Cameraman invisible or he teleported him to a safe place because we know that he can teleport other agents. I'm not sure about that, guys, and really there was very little chance of him surviving there. But still, we didn't literally see him die, so I hope he's alive. And even though it's a dark time for the agents, it's not so bad because I'm sure they'll figure it out. And the secret agent will help them because he's interested in destroying the Astro toilets. And I'm also almost 100% sure that Jimmy will join the Alliance and they'll fight the Astro toilets together. Also, the TV men are working on some kind of project. And I remember in episode 72, the scientists took the claw of the Astro toilets. And I think they've already researched the technology of the Astro toilets, and now they're making new improvements for Titan's TV men. In general, this episode for me was the best of all time. But in fact, I missed some details because I was very tired when I was waiting for the episode and also when I did the analysis. So I apologize for that. But soon I will make a video about the plot of future episodes, and we will still talk about some details from this episode because there are so many topics to talk about. But that's all for today. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss my future video.